You're watching the KUSI News at 6.
We are celebrating National Native American Heritage Month throughout the month of November. Here now to tell us more about the significance is the Vice Chairwoman of the Rincon Band of Luiseno Indians, Shalome Briggs. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. And please correct me because I know I'm trying so hard to get it right, but I know I'm not quite there yet.
That's okay. Hi, thank you for having me. It's the Rincon Band of Luiseno Indians.
Luiseno.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for joining us. We know this is such an important month. And can you share more about why, specifically it is so important to recognize this month as being so special?
Sure, of course. I think that it's important to recognize that Native Americans aren't just a thing of our past and that aren't a thing of our history, that we are here and we're relevant. There were 100,000 Native Americans on our continent at one time, and now Native Americans are the smallest minority group in the United States of America. So I think it's important for people to know that we're still here and we're thriving.
And can you give us a history behind the Rincon Band of Luiseno Indians? Because I know specifically here in our part of California, it is such an integral part of our history.
It is. So, Native Americans have been here long before we started thinking about time and centuries and stuff. We like to refer to ourselves as the original Native Californians. But the Rincon tribe was established in 1875 and as a sovereign nation within the state of California. And we are geographically located at the base of Palomar Mountain. Historically, we migrated between what's now Oceanside, California, and to Palomar Mountain, whether it was different times of the year. But once reservations were established, we were put on the reservation at the base of Palomar Mountain, which is where we still reside.
Wow, how fantastic is that? I mean, so many people here probably, have never known the history behind that. And I have to ask, how today are tribes making themselves relevant? Because again, you talk so much about how here, far before anybody even, had a thought of civilization as we know it. So how today do we make that importance and that impact known?
Right. So historically, we were farmers and, cattlemen and things like that. But with the passing and allowing of Native tribes to game, we established a gaming hotel and casino out on our reservation. And that was really the kickoff of the beginning of our financial ability to impact and make a difference in our own lives and really take control. So that's how we're kind of staying relevant. We use the success of our hotel and casino to really push us into the next level of economic development. And as you said, I sit on our Economic Development Corporation, which is separate from our gaming. We take certain dollars that the tribe gives us and reinvest them. And one of our reinvestments that we do right now is Rincon Reservation Road Brewery. And we have one location, a tasting room out on our reservation. And it allows us to brew beer with our water right on our reservation and in the middle of our tribe. And we are getting ready to open a second location, Ocean Beach. And we really want to, overall, our theme is welcome to Indian country. We want people to come in. We want to talk to them about who we are. And again, just let them know that we've persevered and we're relevant.
And Shalome, to end, how can people today, how can people now during this month, how can you challenge them to really take a deep dive into learning about our roots here and about the impact that Native Americans had, not only on our communities, but on who we are today as people? I mean, what's your challenge maybe to our viewers tonight who are listening?
That's a Good question. Thank you. You know, at any time, as you said at the beginning, you know, San Diego County and the surrounding areas, we have more Native American communities here than, you know, than a lot of places. So I know that there's a big cultural center at Balboa Park, but at any time, anybody is welcome to come out to the Rincon Tribe and Valley Center. We have a big museum out there. You know, take a moment and bring your kids and just really talk about who was here, how we got here, and that we are still here. You know, that's an important thing, I think. So I would challenge them to get out to a museum and really look at who Native Americans are today.
And educate themselves on what is such an important part of our past. Thank you so much, Shalome, for joining us tonight. This is such an important month, and we know that so many here, I mean, who haven't already, are going to take that step to really begin to look into just how much of a difference has been made. We appreciate your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.